Last night I dreamed I was called by my Lord, and I got a glimpse of every logger's reward.
Last night I dreamed I lost my life in a logging accident. And for a while I wasn't sure which direction I'd went. And then an angel appeared before me and said, "We've been waiting for you. There's a logging operation up here that we just like to show you through." And I thought, I must not be in heaven. This is just some sort of a devil's trick. Till he showed me the crew bus, a phantom Rolls Royce with carpets 2 inches thick. And then he introduced me to the woods boss, and I asked him man to man, "If we're in heaven, why do we have to work? I don't quite understand." He said, "You know how it is with loggers. If they can't log, well, they'd all be bored. So we decided to give you a glimpse of every logger's reward." Well, they were flying pure gold chokers. They wouldn't kink and the bells wouldn't clog. And they wouldn't wrap around your neck and legs when you was trying to hook a log. The ground wasn't steep, and that big hook tender, instead of being mean, was shaking hands with all his crew and telling them they were the best men that he'd ever seen. The yarder engineer and grapple operator were even smiling that day. And I knew that this must be heaven as I turned to walk away.
Last night I dreamed I was called by my Lord, and I got a glimpse of every logger's reward.
Then he took me down to the truck shop, where I really got a surprise. Because the master mechanic was praising all of the truck drivers right there before my eyes. And the truck boss and the drivers and mechanics, nobody called anybody a bad name. And when the owner come in and asked about a breakdown, well, they all tried to take the blame. Then he took me down to the office, and I met the bookkeeper there, and got a bigger surprise than I'd got that day anywhere. He was checking the time books and telling the owner, "Well, these loggers are all underpaid. If at the end of the month every one of them hasn't made twice the money I've made." And then the angel said, "It's time that I showed you our big company bulletin board and all the loggers we expect in the next few years to come and claim their reward." That board reached into the sky with no beginning or no end, and I recognized the names of so many of my relatives and friends. Oh, there was Woosleys, Olses, and Thistles, and even some of my brothers. Bales, Smallwoods, and Hams mixed in with all the others. I recognized the names of world champions that I'd had the privilege to know as I'd traveled around the country to each big logging show. There was Hap Johnson, Mal Harper, Dwight Carpenter, and there was Stan Lyons too. And I knew it'd be impossible to read that whole list through. But I tried, and on down the list there a ways, I saw the name Buzz Martin. It was just below Finley Hayes. And then my dream started fading out on me, and I could no longer even see the bulletin board. But I knew I'd been shown a glimpse of every logger's reward.
Last night I dreamed I was called by